Brian's Beat.
Hello.
Hi, yeah, that's great statistics.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, we had a big drug problem in New Bedford. And, you always got to look at the sources. And, do we have accountability from the pharmaceutical companies on their production? Do we have, accountability on what they do with their waste? There's no accountability. And I think that a lot of this stuff is coming from our pharmaceutical companies as waste.
Give me a scenario. So it's waste overproduction by the pharmaceutical companies. How does it get to the end user?
The underground, be it the mafia, be it the government, or people high in the government, people just closing their eyes to it.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, the overproduction, these pharmaceutical companies don't know what to do with it, so they look for some underworld kingpin or figure, and they sell to these people.
Even in the government, and maybe even in higher places.
What you think? You think the government's getting involved?
I think that's in the shadow government. Yes, if there's a shadow government, then it is.
And so within the shadow government,
yes,
it's your belief that the shadow government would be buying this product and then somehow giving it to dealers, I guess, for a price,
down the chain,
and then the dealers have their distribution network, and then that's how it's getting to people.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I really believe that, and there's no regulation to say no. No laws against pharmaceuticals, but not that I know of any regulation, but there's accountability on what the pharmaceuticals do with their surpluses, their excess, their waste. This is it's an epidemic, but people are making money.
It is sounding a bit conspiratorial.
But they used to smuggle tons of pot, tons, okay? Just imagine that being cocaine.
He brings up an interesting scenario. I'm not sure that I agree with it, but it is an On Your Mind Monday. 508-996-0500. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I am. You?
So two quick things. One, I absolutely don't agree with that caller. We don't overproduce pharmaceuticals and then say, what do we do to get rid of them? There's supply and demand, and as prescriptions keep getting written by physicians and no checks and balances, if you prescribe Brian fentanyl for, say, a pain injury, and 2 years later you're still taking fentanyl, 3 years later, 4 years later, maybe that fentanyl somehow you don't necessarily need it, and that's how it's making it on the street. I'm not saying that you'd be getting rid of it, but, there's only so many ways, short of stealing it from a distribution or a pharmacy, that you're going to get prescription drugs out on the market.
Thank you for your call. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I got a little different take on this so-called war on drugs.
Okay.
We had World War I and World War II, and we didn't expect the local police to fight those wars, did we? We didn't fight them here. We went to the source. Now, we know where all the opium is being grown, right? One of the places is in Afghanistan. So why don't we go to the source? And the same thing, cocaine comes from South America. They grow cocoa, right? So we tell them either you knock it off or we're going to go in there and either eradicate it, either Agent Orange or napalm or whatever it takes. Just
because you can't go into another country and decide and press your will on them.
Yes, we can. We can declare war on them. They're bringing poison into this country.
They're bringing poison into...
Yeah, they're creating it, and it's coming into this country.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, but people are willingly taking it.
Yeah.
All right? And look, you just can't go and bomb a country, man.
Yes, you can.
No, well, you know what? If we're going down that particular road, we really got some problems. I hear what you're saying. I thank you for your call. Is that what you want? Is that what is necessary? Let's take his point. In fact, didn't we already do that in Bolivia and Colombia before? I think it was two things. We were going to pay them money so they wouldn't, grow it so it would be formed into cocaine, or we went down there and we started burning I'm not sure. Wasn't that under one of the Bush presidencies?
Brian's Beat.